Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hatch Taronga Accelerator Program pitch event. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. This is the moment we've been waiting for our 10 founders from 5 incredible teams with brilliant ideas for the future. My name is Tim Silverwood. I'm co-founder of Ocean Impact Organisation. I'm also the ex-CEO of Take 3 for the Sea. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why that's relevant shortly. I'm also a program mentor throughout the Hatch program, and I'm your MC this evening. So thank you for being here. I am absolutely thrilled. Now, a quick technology housekeeping tip for you. Using WebEx, there is a simple way we can help you enjoy this experience. There's a slide on the screen now showing you how you can control your viewer setting. We recommend that you select the active speaker view. This is in the top right-hand corner. It's highlighted on the screen. If you select this, it should make your viewing experience extremely enjoyable. So once we have that technology sorted, we can sit back and we can relax and enjoy an incredible and inspiring evening. Now, we would like to start by, of course, recognising the traditional owners of the lands from which we all join this event. We greatly respect the expertise and the history of the Indigenous people, and I would like to introduce Dennis Foley, traditional custodian of the land on which Taronga stands, to share a welcome to country.
What am I? Nagaya Wogi, Nagaya Woyenga Marigo. Kumida Bienga, Kumida Varengra. Manam Rong Tianaganaga, Manam Rong Bialia. Camarago Guri Pemo. Igerigo. Welcome to my grandmother's country, Camarago country, where our traditions and links to the land and the waterways is ongoing from the past until the present. Taronga is a unique situation of shared custodianship. They are doing something here which is continuing Indigenous knowledge and continuing that respect for Indigenous land. If you look after country, tread lightly, listen and feel country, Camaragal country will look after you in the future. What am I? Welcome to Camaragal country. Welcome to the land of my ancestors. Welcome to Taronga. Yana.
Thank you, Dennis. I too would like to pay my respects to Camaragal people of the Eora Nation and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. So as I was saying before, my connection to Taronga extends back in time, back to 2011 when Take 3 for the Sea were the winners of the inaugural Taronga Green Grant and a $50,000 prize, not dissimilar to what we'll be announcing here tonight. So it's really exciting for me as an environmentalist who is passionate about accelerating solutions to rapidly help our planet to see this evolution that the Green Grant program has evolved into with the Hatch Taronga Accelerator Program. So when I was asked this year if I would be involved as a mentor and a guest speaker, I jumped at the opportunity because I know what the recognition, as much as the money is incredibly valued, to be recognized as a wonderful idea for the future. It did wonders for Take 3 for the Sea, and I hope and I know it will for the ultimate winner and all the teams here tonight. So tonight we will be introduced to all the 5 teams. We're going to have representatives from each team presenting their pitch videos and also being asked a few prickly questions to see how well they can answer them. But before we get stuck into this wonderful, jam-packed evening, I'm going to introduce you to Taronga's CEO, Cameron Kerr, to say a few words.
Thanks so much, Tim. And welcome to Hatch Pitch. We're really excited, the pitch event. We're really excited. Our first one. As Tim said, we've been experimenting with startup programs for many years now, and this new fresh look is really powerful. It's interesting just watching Dennis's video there. Just makes me reflect on the fact that we're on traditional owners' country, and I feel very honoured at Taronga in Sydney to work on Camaragal country, and when I was up in Dubbo yesterday on Wiradjuri country, and I reflect on their relationship with the land and the environment, and the fact that there is so much respect there, and the fact that they've lived sustainably on this land for tens of thousands of years. That wisdom is something that we need to take on board, and some of the wisdom in that, of course, is innovation and seeing how we can repair some of the damage that we've done. And that's certainly what all our Hatch contestants have done here tonight. So I'd like to acknowledge the Camaragal people, past and present elders, any Indigenous people that are listening tonight, and any future, elders coming up now. So really exciting times. It's also a fabulous week because it's NAIDOC week, an opportunity to celebrate Indigenous culture and an opportunity to celebrate together. And speaking to Dennis, Professor Dennis Foley earlier in the week, he was saying this is a time for a real celebration, celebrate the way we can work together. I mean, one of my favourites is all the wonderful Indigenous music that's out there now. You know, on Triple J Unearthed and on Triple J, there's so much good talent coming through. What are the ways you're going to celebrate through NAIDOC Week and dig into the wonderful Indigenous culture that we've got out there in our community right now? The theme, of course, always was, always will be, and that's a salute to the fact that we are on Indigenous land, and it will always be Indigenous land. I think that's really powerful. 21st century conservation is really as much about people as it is about the environment and animals, because we've seen the way that it has an ability to repair and bounce back and thrive if we just give it a chance. And I think what this is all about is using the innovation that you, all the people that are part of this, and particularly the contestants for this, have used their innovation and worked together as teams to really come up with wonderful ideas, but not just importantly be really clever about it, but also how do you engage community? This is a complex issue that we're dealing with. It's not just science, and it's just not social behaviour, and it's not politics alone. It's all those, and it requires systems thinking. And it's really fabulous to see the innovation and talent and the really broad thinking that the ideas that have come through this week. I'd like to thank our generous donors who've made this possible. It really has been, the Bridge Lane Foundation and Bird Holcomb Foundation. Your support has absolutely meant that this event is run, and all these wonderful ideas and opportunities. Doesn't matter who the winner is tonight, there is lots of really good energy and thought that's gone into it, and I know they will all go forward in a big way. I'd like to thank all the Hatch mentors there. I can see you on the screen. Wonderful all the time. The hours that you've put in, really fabulous. So thank you for all that. And all the people that are getting involved and watching tonight to celebrate the work that's gone into it. Of course, the judging panel, your work has been fabulous, and the long hours and the debate that's gone into that as well. I was fortunate enough to catch up with the Minister for the Environment and Energy over the last few days, and he sends out a big shout out to you because he is really fascinated by all the innovation that's going on. And as you know, if you've been reading about what he's trying to do with energy in the last 48 hours, is absolutely behind where you guys are going with this. So on that note, I'd like to say good luck for tonight and thank you for joining in.
Thank you very much, Cameron. You must be incredibly proud of everyone who's rallied together to make this wonderful program happen. Speaking of those people in the team, I would now like to introduce you to Paul Maguire, who is Taronga's Director of Education and Community Conservation, and also Danielle Friday, who is the Hatch Program Manager, to say a few more words about this evening.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you, Tim, for hosting tonight. It's great to have such great friends in the community helping us out. And can also thank all the people on the big screen here. It's like watching the Brady Bunch on steroids, all those wonderful smiling faces. So thanks for joining us here to celebrate the amazing achievements of the hatchlings, as we like to call them, as proud parents, 5 great finalists who are doing amazing work. And as Cam said, we do live in challenging times, and in lots of ways, the teams we've met through this process give us hope and optimism for the future, because like Taronga, they are striving for a better future, a future for wildlife and for people. I'd also like to thank the Bridge Lane Foundation and the Bird Holcomb Foundation, their great support. They've also put in lots of hours to help frame the program, and their success and their inputs really have helped shape us tonight. As you know, we are keen to unearth the next great idea, the great problem-solving, child-changing initiative that will make it a better future, and we believe that these 5 finalists tonight are exactly that. We hope that they continue their great journey. Obviously, there'll be one winner tonight and a People's Choice winner, but they should all be commended for their alignment, their hard work and dedication, and to see such commitment by these startups really is, as I said before, inspiring. Speaking of inspiring, I also need to call out the work of Tom Allen, Danielle next to me, and Belinda Fairbrother, who have done an amazing job. Talk about a curveball. We had a great program. We had accommodation booked, travel days, a bells and whistles incubator program on the line, ready to go. And of course, COVID hit. So I can't commend them enough and all the judges enough for how well they've adjusted to that really tough situation. They have put the P in pivot without saying that too many times. And I think from being close but not in the middle, I have been beyond impressed with everyone's ability to adjust and to set sail and to achieve such an amazing program and deliver such wonderful, wonderful outcomes. So congratulations to the finalists. You are all winners no matter what happens, and we look forward to staying connected with you throughout the rest of your journey. But I'd also like to hand over to Danielle now to give a few more details and to congratulate Danielle on a job well done. Well done, Danielle.
Thanks, Paul, and thanks so much to everyone for joining us tonight. It's really exciting to be here, have our teams online and get to share their amazing initiatives with you all. It has, what a year. I mean, I think we all know that 2020 is definitely going down in history. We closed applications for Hatch at the end of March, and literally that's when COVID took on its full impact. Stay-at-home orders came about, and we saw the 2 zoos, Taronga and Western Plains, closed for the first time in a very long time. And so, as Mag said, we had a great blended program organised, people coming on site as well as online, and had to pivot or to make the changes there to turn that into a fully online program. But we did that. We were hopeful to try and bring the teams together at some stage here at Taronga. However, we had 2 teams in Melbourne, being a national program, and unfortunately weren't able to do that. But I really want to acknowledge and commend and thank the teams for how fantastic they've all been, the energy and passion and commitment they've put in. Long online sessions, full days on Zoom. We've had, weekly online sessions at night after they're probably doing all their job all day online. We all know how tiring that can be. So thank you for them for trusting us to help support them and their initiatives, and for all the effort they've put in, and congratulations for all the outcomes that they've achieved. I too also want to thank Tom Allen from Impact Boom, who has been such a critical part of our program delivery. And I'd also like to second Cam's thanks to the mentor group, as well as to our guest presenters and to a number of Taronga staff that have been involved as well. We really could not have delivered the program without all of your support, expertise and generous time. So thank you. Now, this evening not only ties into NAIDOC Week, but also National Recycling Week. And this year's theme is Recovery, a Future Beyond the Bin, which I thought was actually really apt and well aligned for our teams, because they're focusing on the 3 Rs, reduce, reuse and recycle. And this perfectly aligns to our Hatch initiatives that are all focused on helping us to be able to live more sustainable lives. So in a minute, we will kick off those pitch videos that you're all here to see. But first, just a quick note about the People's Choice Award. So at the end, with People's Choice Award, at the end of the pitch videos and the Q&A time, we'll have a chance to vote for your favourite team. In the spirit of support and collaboration, our Hatch teams have actually agreed that if the same team is chosen as the Hatch grant winner and the People's Choice winner, then the People's Choice Award money of $5,000 will pass and be given to the team that comes second in the People's Choice. So we really love to see the way our teams are all supportive of each other. Now, when we ask you to make your selection, we want you to pick the team and initiative that most inspires you. And there's 5 great ones, so it's going to be a tough pick. Because given the geographic spread of our teams and the COVID restrictions, we weren't able to bring the teams together for filming. And so they have all done such a phenomenal job creating their videos with the resources available to them in their own location. So a huge shout out to the teams for that as well. So I think that's about enough from me. I am going to hand back to Tim to kick off the pitch videos. I just wanted to quickly say if everybody could turn their videos off, well, we do love seeing you just to help with bandwidth when we play the videos. If everyone can turn off their streaming videos, that will make it a smoother experience for everyone. Thank you. Enjoy the night.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Paul. Yes, that's right. We are getting to the moment we've all been waiting for when we get to watch the 5 pitch videos and also see our founders and how they go answering questions from Tom and Danielle. So first up, we have RePlated. Hopefully you've already done your homework and read a little bit about them, but RePlated enables you to enjoy takeaway food without the negative environmental impact of the single-use food container. Let's take a look at their pitch video to learn more.
Did you know that we eat 4.5 million takeaway meals in Australia every single day and that number will grow this year? I've been a passionate waste warrior my whole life and I think now is the time to fix this problem. My name is Naomi Tarzas, I'm the founder of RePlated and we make reusable takeaway food containers that can replace single use. Current solutions to the plastics problem rely on better types of single use, but these are between 3 to 5 times more expensive. Studies have shown that it only takes 15 washes before a reusable is the best option. And when we look at our own survey of over 600 CBD workers, we can see that the vast majority of people would use a reusable if it was as convenient as single use. The first of our products to tackle this problem is our beautifully designed lunchbox. They've been proudly made in Australia and are crafted from an innovative blend of recycled materials so that they're tough enough to withstand even the most high traffic of environments. Currently, they're available in our distinctive Avo Smash colourway. We back up great product design with simple, effective systems. For example, our Grab, Swap and Wash is at the very beginning of a pilot in Waverley. So far, we've signed up 6 food businesses and are supported by a council grant. You buy a container to use the system and swap it when picking up your meal or with your delivery driver, and you always wash it up afterwards. We've also had traction for our BYO and in-house systems with nearly 1,000 pre-orders of our products. Takeaway food packaging is big business, so there's plenty of room for RePlated to thrive. While there are 2 existing food container businesses, they've both had pretty low traction. This is because in both cases the materials and the systems don't meet their customers' needs. Not forgetting that it is actually the status quo which is our greatest competitor and disrupting that the opportunity. We're the only reusable containers that are made in Australia and we back up the inherent environmental benefits with recognised business standards and commitments geared towards impact. We make money from selling our containers both to food businesses and to consumers. We're already acquiring these customers by perfecting a hyperlocal foodies first strategy coupled with a targeted retail rollout. Our corporate channels are growing via our social procurement partners as well as through direct sales. We did a successful pilot last year and have since then focused on building out the product. This current trial will help lay the foundations for a partnership with a leading meal delivery platform we're already in discussions with that will help us scale up. This ambitious roadmap is achievable because the team of waste warriors I've gathered is mission focused with a deep expertise in service design, hospitality and marketing needed to create the category of reusable food containers. We are looking for more customers, as well as corporates and councils to partner with in 2021. We'll also look to capital raise next year. So if our mission resonates with you, then get in touch so you can join us in the fight to make single-use history.
Congratulations, Naomi, on all your hard work throughout the Hatch program. It's been such a pleasure to work with you for these last 14 weeks. So, Naomi, let's hear a little bit more about your story and how you came to found RePlated.
Thanks, Tom. It's been a pleasure working with you too. I say my whole life. We started doing cleanups in Australia when I was really little, and I've got my own kids now, and we started picking up plastic on the beach. And eventually I got to a point where I realised I wanted to actually stop making so much waste. And, you know, what I was doing at work at lunchtime really inspired me to go out and do a lot of research and see if other people felt the same. And that's where we started RePlated.
Wonderful. And I know you've been really active in the community too, Naomi. You've been getting out there doing a number of pilots, and you've been doing a pilot in Waverley too. So how's that going? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's really been part of what the Hatch has given me a lot of confidence to do, which I guess is we started off looking at it as a B2B business and really pivoted through COVID to looking at consumers. And we have a council grant that's helping support the swap element of a program in Waverley. And we've just started one in the last couple of weeks, and we're going to expand it out across the area over the coming weeks. And that's really exciting. We've had really great response so far. I had to do a restock at our first retailer this week, which was pretty exciting.
That's a pretty good sign, that's for sure. And Naomi, you did mention a couple of competitors in your pitch video. So how is RePlated different from others in the market?
I think there's two main. I think we're Australian made, and that's really part of who we are. I really believe in Australian manufacturing, and you know, and it is around, particularly now, around job creation, but it's also around circularity and making a product that begins and ends its life in the same place. So for us, that the Australian made, the materials are really different. We're using plastic, so it's a lot closer to single use, and that meets the needs of the food businesses who use it as well as customers. So, I mean, that we've really tried to meet our customers' needs as well in that side of it. And then the other is on the systems. So the swap system that we're using in Waverley, we are starting to do delivery there. We've had a couple of deliveries. It's working really well so far, and we believe that difference in making something that's really easy to understand and use will be critical in it getting take-up.
Yeah, absolutely. So talking about that take-up then, what are your next steps? What are you going to be doing to help this really, get to scale?
Well, the next 3 months, we're really going to be focused on the pilot, getting the pilot right. We also have some really exciting, bigger customers in that B2B world. We're not leaving them behind. We still want to work with corporates and smaller businesses, and we have quite a big bank that's coming on board in February, which is really exciting, and we're going to focus on doing a fantastic delivery for their staff on their campus here.
Well done, Naomi. We're really looking forward to following the journey, and we know it's going to be a really exciting one. So well done on all your hard work. It's been a pleasure again.
Thank you so much, Tom. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure. So look, we're going to move on now to our second team, and our second team is EveryDrop, and the founder is Samantha. And EveryDrop is committed to enabling communities across Australia to engage and protect their local water resources. So let's take a look at Samantha's video.
Where does the water from your tap come from? And how many litres do you save every day? Most of us, myself included, will struggle to accurately answer this. Why? It's not because we don't care. Over 90% of Australians see water as precious, but that we don't have the tools to engage with our water effectively. This is why Australians each consume the equivalent of 3 air tankers more water than our global neighbours every year. We are on the brink of a water crisis, but I truly believe that together we can ensure that all Australians have equal access to safe and sustainable water today and tomorrow. Hello, my name is Samantha Moody and I'm the founder of EveryDrop, a community-driven technology solution that puts our sustainable water consumption in our hands. EveryDrop connects individuals and communities with their local water authority and catchment. aggregates essential urban water information, and provides the tools to make a tangible impact on your community's climate resilience, all on one platform. Via mobile app, users receive direct, location-responsive urban water data and alerts. Whether users are at home or on the move, in Byron or Broome, they will always know who supplies their water, where it's sourced, and any immediate safety or water restrictions, ensuring that we are all more responsible neighbours and respectful visitors. Users also have access to accurate, real-time household water tracking, encouraging behaviour change to meet community water-saving targets or restrictions. This data has never been widely accessible before and is a game changer. Taking advantage of new smart water meter technology, Every Drop will roll out alongside partner suppliers, connecting communities right across Australia. On the Every Drop web portal, users can access education and advocacy resources to further support their conservation journey, while water authorities have the channel to connect directly with consumers, residents and visitors, resulting in more successful calls to action, stronger relationships and safer communities. We are so privileged in Australia to have access to the water that we do, but the incredible resources it takes to get that water to our tap is invisible. Every Drop brings us all together on one platform so we can redirect our energy from navigating a confusing and disaggregated system to where it should be, conserving our most precious resource. And we're well on the way to making that happen. The commercialisation of Every Drop is complex and exciting. We have achieved the first step on this journey with validation of a market need among consumers for personalised, accessible urban water information, and among water authorities and town councils for a better method to engage with their communities. Going forward, as we move closer to our pilot program, Every Drop needs you. Spread the word, find us on social media and head to our website. Let us know your thoughts or nominate your water authority to partner with us. We want you to help us build a future where you know your water, because the safest hands our water can be in are our own.
Fantastic. Thanks, Samantha, so much for that amazing pitch video, and great to have you with us this evening. Congratulations on everything you've achieved through the program so far.
Thanks, Danielle.
I've absolutely loved getting to work with you on this, and your passion for this issue absolutely shines through, and you know, the stories that you shared with us that inspired that, which I love. So starting off, I'd love to hear a bit more about what is it that makes Every Drop unique in its approach to the issue of water management?
Every Drop's unique for a couple of reasons. Probably firstly is that it centralises essential water information in a way that's accessible by location. So of course, this information isn't new, but it's that ease of accessibility that really fosters meaningful community engagement. And community activation, which is the second, probably most important aspect of Every Drop, is really helped by this. So it's one of my really core beliefs that the most effective change is community-led and driven. And with the right resources, it's definitely from the ground up. So Every Drop really supplies these resources to community and allows us all to take responsibility for our water and actively contribute to our personal and community water security and climate resilience going forward.
Fantastic. We love it. And community is such a key focus for us here at Taronga as well. We really want to empower, enable people to make those changes. So it's so great to see your initiative, you know, with alignment to that and being able to give everybody the chance to make that difference. So interested to know a little bit more about the business model for Every Drop.
So commercialisation has been a really large consideration for us as we've been developing, and it's been really important to me from the get-go that Every Drop becomes self-sufficient and sustainable in the future. And the unfortunate reality is that water scarcity in Australia is here to stay, and as much as a good season of rain can bring a really welcome reprieve, this underlying vulnerability isn't going anywhere. And it's something that we're going to have to contend with continually into the future. And so for that reason, to ensure that Every Drop is as resilient as possible, we've opted to not go for a traditional not-for-profit structure, which is what I initially intended, but instead to raise our own revenue through a recurring subscription-based model. So to optimise this, we'll be targeting for federal level buy-in so that we can support smaller municipal services. And ideally, all Australians will have equal access to these tools and resources if they want to.
Fantastic. So important, and we really wish you well with that. Now, I saw in the slide deck it mentioned that you're currently looking for a co-founder. So do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're looking for in that person?
I am, and I'm looking for two main things. So firstly is someone who's really passionate about equitable Australia-wide access to water. And second is someone who can not only fulfill our co-founder role, but also become our CTO. So ideally have a background in product management or software engineering and can really oversee that sort of tech development side. So if that's you, please reach out. But if that's not you and our message still really resonates with you, please still reach out. Co-design is a really essential aspect of every drop, and we're having ongoing community and stakeholder consultations. We are open for private investment from next year, and we're working towards our pilot program. And I really can't stress enough that every drop is for everybody. And ideally, we want everybody to be involved.
It sounds awesome, Sam. It's so much exciting times to come. Really looking forward to following your journey, and thank you for sharing the journey so far with us. Really wish you all the best. And like Sam said, if you are the person that might be her next co-founder, or you know someone, definitely get in touch. And at the end of this event, we've got our Zoom room that'll open up, and you get a chance to talk to any of the teams that you would like. So again, if you're interested in that, definitely pop in and have a chat. So thanks again, Sam. All the best. And now I am delighted to get to introduce our third team for tonight, which is Good-Edi. Good-Edi are dedicated to solving the disposable cup problem with their Good-Edi cup. So let's take a look at their video now.
Hi, I'm Anya.
And I'm Catherine. We're the founders of Good-Edi.
We are making it easy for everyone to fight against disposable cup pollution. Did you know that every year in Australia we are disposing of 1 billion cups? If it's stacked end to end, they would stretch 3 times around the world. Most of these cups end up in landfill. Despite efforts to fix this problem, current solutions still pollute or prove inconvenient. Good-Edi is the only takeaway cup you can eat. It is convenient and waste-free. Our cups are made from oats and grains, and they are tasty like a waffle cone. If they end up in the bin, they break down naturally in under 2 weeks. Our solution is unique. Traditional cups create plastic pollution. There are limited facilities to process compostable cups. Consumers find reusable cups inconvenient. Other edible cups that you may find overseas, they are expensive and designed for indulgence. There is a huge opportunity for our solution. Globally, we use 500 billion cups every year. With only 1% of the market share in Australia, Good-Edi will prevent 10 million cups going to landfill.
We will produce the cups in Melbourne and focus on selling to cafes and roasteries. Consumers can order a Good-Edi cup for the same price as alternative milk. Despite COVID-19 challenges, we have tested our prototypes in Melbourne cafes. A pipeline of over 30 outlets want to stock our product. 2 major roasteries are on board for pilot tests, and 1 is keen for investment. 100% of cafes and consumers that we've spoken to see our cups as a unique solution to minimise waste. We will launch in early 2021, targeting cafes with a strong sustainability agenda. Scaling our production will be our next step, enabling us to have a broader impact in Australia and expand to other markets. We are the right team to make this happen, with 20 years combined packaging industry experience. I bring expertise in production management and food technology. Anyo brings experience in strategic planning and business management. We're raising $250,000 to set up our production and to fund our commercial launch. You can support us on our crowdfunding campaign by following this QR code and by helping us to spread the word. If you're an investor, we're excited to hear from you.
Join the movement to win the fight against disposable cup pollution. Thank you.
And we've got Anya and Catherine here on the line. How are you both, girls? Congratulations on a great pitch video.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Great, I'm just hearing you now. So, look, well done again. You are such a passionate team and you've worked so well together throughout the program. So tell us a little bit about how Good-Edi started. What brought you together on this journey?
So I think about it, we were just grabbing a cup of coffee and we started talking about the disposable cup problem. So we decided to look into the numbers, and unfortunately the numbers were overwhelming. And then we asked ourselves why the solution in the market doesn't answer the problem. We should do something about it, and we concluded that this is going to introduce. It should be like fruit to avoid waste. It should be like apple or banana. So it breaks down naturally, it is sustainable, and it's convenient. So that's how the idea of Good-Edi was born.
Wonderful. And look, I think we can all agree that Australians love a good coffee, right? You speak about local production. So why is it that you want to be making these cups in Melbourne?
Basically, it's very important to us that we are sustainable, and making our cups domestically will reduce import and create job opportunities in the local community. The majority of disposable and reusable cups that are currently in the market are actually manufactured overseas. Which itself is locally sourced ingredients. This would generate job opportunities in Australia and support local businesses. In addition, a huge amount of wastage that is caused by international shipment.
And I mean, waffle cones, or the flavour of a waffle cone with the coffee, it sounds very enticing, but you know, both of you know this product inside out. What is it that makes Good-Edi so good?
So it is really good for environment. By choosing Good-Edi cups, first of all, we are avoiding waste. We are reducing carbon emissions. And less disposable cup means cutting down fewer trees. We have a really unique solution, and we think it can have a very significant environmental impact, not only in Australia, but around the world.
Wonderful. And you've launched the crowdfunding campaign, but tell us a little bit more around the next steps. Like what's next for Good-Edi now?
So we've got Good-Edi. As you mentioned, we're currently raising money to set up our production and fund our commercial launch. So we're inviting every cafes to go on the campaign. As soon as we have these funds, we'll order the required machinery, and in early 2021, we'll start producing cups. This is just a starting point. We see a huge opportunity to expand quickly in Australian country.
There is certainly a lot of really, really good opportunity for both of you, Anya and Catherine. Thanks again for joining us tonight and for all the hard work you've put in throughout the program.
Thank you.
So we're going to move on now, and for our next team, Team 4, we're going to be looking at TOMbag. And TOMbag is on a mission to rid the world of single-use garbage bags. So we'll be hearing from husband-wife team, Jonathan and Sasha, and here's their video to tell us a little bit more.
We all know that single-use plastic bags are bad for the environment. Made from fossil fuels, they exacerbate climate change, pollute the earth, and kill marine animals. Governments from all over the world have started banning single-use plastic shopping bags. But what about single-use garbage bags? Unlike shopping bags, they're destined for the landfill and never get recycled. In Australia alone, households use over 3.3 billion single-use plastic garbage bags every single year. Hi, my name is Sasha Pestano, and together with my husband Jonathan, we created a sustainable solution to put an end to single-use plastic garbage bags. Introducing TOMbag. TOMbag is the world's first reusable garbage bag. Made with recycled PET bottles, it's highly durable, washable, and waterproof. As a social enterprise, TOMbag creates a positive impact for the environment in 3 ways. We use plastic waste to create a reusable product. We reduce plastic waste by eliminating the need for single-use plastic garbage bags. And for each bag sold, we plant a tree in Australia. Being the world's first reusable garbage bag, we don't have any direct competitors. The closest are biodegradable or compostable garbage bags, but they are not a sustainable solution. They draw resource from agricultural land and don't degrade in landfill. Our business model is simple. We design, manufacture and sell our reusable garbage bags via 3 channels: direct to consumers, retailers and through industry partners. We started working on TOMbag in November 2019. Since then, we shipped all the pre-orders, secured 2 wholesale deals with Australian online retailers, started selling on Amazon Launchpad, and became an official supplier for Foodworks, Australia's second largest independent supermarket retailing group. We are now building relationships with more retailers and selling direct to consumers. For the next 2 years, our main focus will be on expanding our product range and entering international markets. The market opportunity is huge. Globally, 425 billion single-use plastic garbage bags are used every single year. At just 5% of the Australian market, TOMbag has the potential to divert 165 million single-use plastic garbage bags away from landfill and to generate $70 million in revenue each year. With over 20 years of combined experience in sales and marketing, product development, and entrepreneurship, we are the perfect team to achieve success and scale TOMbag. To make it happen, we are asking for $50,000. This money will allow us to manufacture and promote TOMbag so that we can get to market as soon as possible and to ensure that our first mover advantage propels our brand and product as a market leader in Australia and globally. Thank you.
Hey, Jonathan and Sasha, great to see you here tonight.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
All good. Excited for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm loving the TOMbag t-shirts there. It's been such a delight having you both and your gorgeous Chief Motivational Officer, Lila, involved with the program. She's very much been an active part of the team. So maybe it goes without saying, but what inspired you to start TOMbag?
Yeah, so the short answer would be it's a love for the natural environment and the desire to contribute to the reversal of climate change, which, as you all know, is a very pressing issue. And I guess also my pregnancy. So as a family, we are trying our hardest to do the best for the environment. We compost, we use reusable nappies for our daughter. We are on a plant-based diet, all 3 of us. And we buy local and seasonal produce to support local farmers. But as to TOMbag, everything started with me watching a documentary, very insightful and very inspiring. And I'm sure many of you heard about it, A Plastic Ocean. It is a documentary about plastic pollution. And I was shocked to learn on how much plastic waste enters our oceans and waterways every year. So I started to educate myself, watch more documentaries, read books and scientific reports, and I wanted to contribute as an individual to the reversal of climate change and stop plastic pollution. So I started to create lists, what I can ditch from our households, what items, single-use plastic items, and I was pretty satisfied with this list, but then one day I was just looking at our kitchen garbage bin and I saw this one item that everyone is using every single day, a single-use plastic garbage bag. And I immediately started to Google a reusable solution. And I couldn't find anything but a reusable diaper bag, which was advertised as a reusable garbage bag. And then I also researched different forums and groups, and I found out that I'm not the only one who needs this solution. And that was a moment when I shared with Jonathan my idea of a reusable garbage bag, and to my surprise, he got very excited. And the rest is history.
I love it. And you are definitely a family that walks the talk. You're so committed to environment and to supporting, everything you can do, which I think is just fantastic. And it's certainly been very inspiring to me throughout this program and getting to know more about it. So, congratulations on developing the world's first reusable garbage bag. Fantastic. So now that you've launched and you've got some sales up and running and going well, what insights do you have so far from your customers, and what's next for TOMbag?
Thanks, Danielle. So yeah, we've really had amazing feedback from our customers. We've just completed a customer satisfaction survey and learned that our customers are super happy with TOMbag, and that they would all be more than happy to recommend it to their family and friends. But we've also received feedback, kind of like an unintended consequence, which we didn't realize, but using TOMbag actually leads to a more thoughtful waste disposal. So people are thinking more about what they put into their garbage, because, they'll have to take it out and see it in the end, where normally you put it in and you kind of like forget about it. And more people are actually now thinking about, if they hadn't previously, being home composting. People have said, like, now they're actually thinking, maybe I should, compost my organic waste at home as well. So I guess the second part of your question is, what's next for TOMbag? We have very ambitious and exciting plans for the next few months and years to come. Sasha mentioned in our pitch that we'll be entering international markets, so not only people in Australia, but people globally can get their hands on a reusable garbage bag.
We already started, actually.
Yeah, we already have customers overseas, but we will be scaling up through a number of platforms. And also early next year, we'll be launching a brand new reusable garbage bag product. Unfortunately, I can't reveal too much about exactly what that product is. So if you're interested, you can head to tombag.com.au, sign up to our newsletter. You can follow us on Instagram, and you'll be the first to learn about it. But what I can say about that brand new product which we're launching, it'll be another well first. It'll be a revolution in that space, and it'll be solving an environmental problem that is global and that no one is currently solving.
Well, you've got me hooked, Jonathan. I'm looking forward to seeing what it will be. So I'll definitely sign up and stay tuned for that release next year. But we're talking about the current product that you've got. It's fantastic, obviously, to hear that insight and support from your customers that have already jumped on board. What about some potential customers that might be worried about throwing away unbagged garbage in their general waste bin? Is there any comments you can make on that to help them?
Yeah, sure. Great question. Thanks for that. So in Australia, there is actually no nationwide law that says that you can't throw away loose garbage into your general waste bin. And we've done our job, and we've contacted all local councils in Australia, and most of them, they confirms that loose garbage is perfectly okay to throw away into your general waste bin, and they actually encourage such practice as a way to fight single-use plastic pollution. But with that being said, there is still a handful of councils that prefer you to bag your garbage. But we found out from the conversations with those councils that when they say bagged garbage, it actually means that they prefer you to wrap in any kind of bag or even a newspaper such items as lightweight plastic or dust, hair, and such items as soiled nappies or similar things. So you can still go ahead and use TOMbag for your general waste, or use it for your recycled.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that insight and for doing the legwork with the councils for us. So congratulations again to you both on everything that you've achieved during this program, and we wish you all the very best for the future and look forward to seeing those new products coming out next year.
Thank you, Danielle. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, I'm excited to introduce our fifth team, PoopLoop. So PoopLoop want to turn man's best friend's poo from a waste product into a resource. Let's check out that video to learn more.
Australia is desperately searching for the solution to our waste crisis, but the answer has always been right under our nose. Dog poo. It's gross. But if we can put dog poo to good use, we'll start seeing all of our waste as a resource. Introducing PoopLoop. We compost dog poo. Why? Because we can take this and turn it into something useful. When I'm walking my dog Cookie, it never feels great to throw her poo in the bin, as I know it's just going straight to landfill. And I'm not alone. Australia has one of the highest rates of dog ownership in the world. All these dogs are producing 150 pieces of dog poo every second, and all this dog poo is damaging the environment. It deprives our waterways and oceans of oxygen, destroying the habitats of marine animals, and, according to the EPA, it's one of the leading contributors to beach closures. In landfill, dog poo creates methane. This toxic gas is 80 times more potent than the emissions from our cars. So what should we do with dog poo? Compost it. Dog poo composting kills off all the nasty organisms that cause water contamination, and it creates a valuable fertiliser. PoopLoop is a social enterprise that consults councils to bring dog poo composting to our parks. Once PoopLoop is installed in my local park, what would it look like for a dog owner like me? Well, I pick up Cookie's poo in a compostable bag and pop it in a dog poo specific bin. Then the poo enters a solar-powered composting machine where it's converted into a nutrient-rich fertiliser, a resource which goes back into improving my local park. And the whole process is safe and odour-free. Because we now see dog poo as useful, this gives dog owners a positive reason not to leave it on the ground. We are Sam, James, and Cookie. We are frustrated with the design of our current waste systems, so we're taking it into our own hands to start making changes. We've rapidly gained traction while designing and testing our system, and we're really excited to announce that the first 3 Victorian councils have signed up to trial our system. We've also tested our system with our partner in South Australia, so it's proven to work. But we can't bring the PoopLoop to Australian parks without help. We need funding to refine our consulting package and to continue building our community. Along with this grant, we're looking to get additional sustainability grants and crowdfunding to raise a total of $90,000 in the next 6 months. During Hatch, we've gotten 3 councils on board and gained great insights from our surveys of over 3,000 dog owners. We've got big plans and we'd love to continue learning from Taronga. Together with Taronga, we can champion an Australian-wide movement that benefits wildlife, habitats, and communities. Last of all, we mustn't underestimate the size and strength of our amazing dog owner community. They've already helped us get 3 councils on board and are key to the success of PoopLoop. PoopLoop is a landmark in Australia's waste journey. With the nation's dog owner community and councils across Australia, we are proving that nothing is waste if you put it to good use. So let's start with dog poo.
Well done, gentlemen. We've got Sam, and James all dialing in from Melbourne and Victoria today. How are you all going? I'll start with you, Sam Hughes. Are you there on the line?
Hey, Tom. Yeah, excited to be here.
It's great to have you here. I understand you're calling in from Castlemaine in country Victoria.
Yeah, nice and hot out here.
Wonderful. And the rest of the team, you guys are with us. How are you guys going?
Yeah, how's it going, Tom? Great to be here.
It is. It's good to have you guys here. And look, congratulations on all the hard work you've put in. I've been, really impressed by such a strong human-centered design and sort of co-design process that you guys have been using to really actively engage communities throughout the development of PoopLoop. So I'd love to hear a little bit more. What is it that's really changed for PoopLoop during the Hatch process?
Yeah, Tom, it's been a great experience to be a part of the Hatch program. We've definitely been faced with some difficulties due to COVID-19, lots of barriers in terms of not being able to meet face-to-face, both the team, with other groups and workshops and that sort of thing, and also just meeting with councils and suppliers and partners. But despite all of this, people have been extremely supportive, the whole team at Taronga, and also the mentors, councils, the dog owner community, and the suppliers we've reached out to. Thanks to all of this support, we've gotten 3 councils on board, as you saw in the presentation. We've been able to refine our business model and to continue building our PoopLoop community. So through the Hatch program, we've been able to achieve a lot. We'd also like to thank our mentor, Andy Mas. He's been with us since the start of the program, and he's just been great. and he's an honorary 6th member of PoopLoop. So thanks so much, Andy.
That's a great shout out to Andy. Thank you, Andy. And look, you've spoken a lot about community. You've been engaging these different councils. Tell us a little bit more about how important the community is to PoopLoop.
Yeah, the dog owner community is really central to everything we do at PoopLoop, and we found this community to be so approachable, friendly, and most importantly, passionate about their pets. And that was really clear through the surveys we did. We surveyed over 3,000 dog owners, and we were blown away by the enthusiasm for the PoopLoop and how happy people were to help us out. So really, the community is central to our entire business model because they provide a really powerful platform to drive council to actually want the PoopLoop. And we're learning that councils really do listen to their people. And we're always looking to build our community. So if anybody watching is interested in supporting us in any way or wants to ask us any questions, you can reach out to us on social media. We're PoopLoop Australia on Instagram. We've got a website, or you could join the Zoom rooms that are happening after this event.
Wonderful. Well, look, congratulations again, Sam and James. You guys have done, again, a tremendous effort. And look, I think there's only great things to come for you guys as you continue to put in that really hard work. So well done.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Our pleasure. So for all our audience tonight, those are all our pitch videos, and it's been great to speak to all the founders this evening. So I'm going to pass on back to Tim, who's going to guide us where we go next.
Right. Well, thank you very much for persevering through that little bit of technical challenges there. Massive thank you to our founders, showing us the incredible projects that these 5 teams have been working on. I know I may have a favourite or two, but I'm just an MC. I have no judging, no swaying power whatsoever. But you do. We are having a People's Choice Award. You've heard us talking a little bit about it tonight. So in a moment, a poll is going to open up on your screen, and all you need to do is simply select the one that appealed most to you. So quick refresher, we had RePlated with their incredible reusable takeaway containers, Every Drop with their app and incredible technology to help increase water literacy and water saving, Good-Edi and their edible takeaway cups. Never had I heard before of an edible single-use cup before. TOMbag and their world's first garbage bag. And of course, the boys from PoopLoop who are wanting to compost dog poo into a valuable resource. So while you're submitting your votes for the viewer's choice, I thought I would like to take this opportunity to dive a little bit deeper into the 2 people who were holding the Q&A. Tom Allen, the CEO of Impact Boom, and Danielle Friday, the Hatch Program Manager. I'd love to ask you guys some questions. So, Tom, I'm going to be coming to you first. Just tell us a little bit about what encouraged you to get involved with the Hatch Program and how your experience has been.
Well, thanks again, Tim. And look, I've got to start by giving a sincere thank you to Taronga Conservation Society, who, ultimately none of us would be sitting here tonight watching, these 5 amazing participants. And it's really been because of the hard work from Taronga and obviously the funders as well. So huge thanks to Danielle. Danielle's been amazing, as has Paul, Belinda, and Alice as well has been doing some great work. So thanks to such a professional team. Look, ultimately, I think that Taronga's a great organisation, but when we look at the involvement, it's really because there's such a great values alignment between Taronga Conservation Society and Impact Boom. And what we're seeing tonight is Taronga coming and getting behind, as they did with you, Tim, some of our next generation and some of the next ideas that are really going to take those ideas and move them forward into impact and tackle some of society's biggest issues. And that's really what we're passionate about here in doing nationally at Impact Boom as well. So it's been a pleasure to support. But I think, for all our audience sitting at home tonight, and the investors looking in as well, I think what we can understand a lot of the time is that, we can have amazing initiatives, but ultimately, as we take these initiatives and take them into market, ultimately it's the founders behind them, the people driving these initiatives that can really make them successful or not. And one thing I've observed throughout the last 14 weeks and even prior as we set up the program was that the founders that have been part of the first Hatch initiative are just so hugely driven. We've heard of the COVID challenges before. 2 of the teams were based out of Victoria and under lockdown for a great part of the program, and we're just persevering. We've seen them show huge resilience. I've seen their confidence rise literally week by week, and I've seen them, importantly, be really proactive in adapting and developing their products and services and organisations as they get feedback from our communities. So I'd just like to end by saying, again, congratulations to all the teams, all the founders involved. It's been a pleasure to work with you as well. And, Impact Boom really stands here ready to support you alongside Taronga on your onward journeys. And, best of luck to the winner tonight, to the People's Choice Award. But ultimately, I think you've all done an amazing job. So keep up the hard work. Thanks very much, Tim.
Thank you so much, Tom. Everyone speaks so highly of you, and it's very clear your passion for this space, so we value you. Now over to Danielle, who is only minutes away, really, from the completion of this first Hatch program. So I want to ask you how it's been for you, Danielle, and I'm actually going to sneak in the big question is, well, what next for Hatch?
Thanks, Tim. Look, it's been amazing. It's been a massive learning curve for me, not only the 14 weeks of running this program, but the many months beforehand of all the research, working out, how we can put together that best accelerator program to support our teams. But what an amazing experience. And I couldn't have asked for any better teams and founders to come on board for our inaugural program. So huge shout out and thanks to them for making it such a positive and really inspiring experience. Likewise, a huge shout out to Tom, who we've just heard from, the best delivery partner we could have imagined, and we really appreciate your support for us as well as the teams. And likewise, Alice, who Tom mentioned. Alice came on board, I think official title was intern, but she has been so much more than that, and being a founder in her own right has offered so much support and guidance to our teams as well as obviously all the mentors that we've recognised earlier. I think it's been amazing. I think I'm certainly excited to have a bit of a break from it now, and I think the teams are too, as much as we've all loved and enjoyed the weekly sessions and our intensives. I think it's time for a little bit of downtime for all of us. But what's next? It'll be twofold over the next few months. It'll be reviewing the program and working out, what worked well, where there's opportunities for improvement, there's always those opportunities, and also supporting the Hatch grant recipients. So we'll continue to work with and support the winner that's announced tonight to bring their initiative either to market or help it grow, and looking forward to working with them through that. And likewise, I'm really looking forward to continuing the relationships and the support with all the teams, because we genuinely believe in all of you and really want to see you all, go and take on the world and drive that positive change. And then, who knows, we're definitely looking forward to 2021 for the next Hatch program. So if you're interested to sign up or be involved in any way, stay tuned and we'll keep you updated. Thanks.
Thank you, Danielle. And yes, I can see that you might need a little break after this, but you have done just such an exceptional job, as has the entire team. So hopefully during that time, you've been able to cast your People's Choice vote. If you haven't, you've only got seconds left. We are going to be closing off the People's Choice Award very, very soon. But there is some more amazing people that we're yet to speak to yet, and we're just about to start that. So in a moment, we are going to speak to the Hatch judging panel, the people who, aside from your People's Choice Award, actually had to sit down and decide who would be the winner. So we're getting closer, everyone. Okay, so the voting has now closed. We're going to end that poll and we will come back and we will announce the results very soon. So, judges, I know you're out there in the interwebs. It's time for you to turn your cameras on and we'll be meeting with you very soon. Look, the judging panel is really quite impeccable for the Hatch program. And I'd like to just run through who the judging panel was quickly before we introduce them. It was the Taronga CEO, Cameron Kerr, the founder of Thinkerbell and Decade of Action, a marketing and behaviour change expert, Adam Ferrier, the founder of My Green World and conservation advocate, Natalie Kirikou, carbon technologist, circular economy expert, and global shaper Sophia Hamblin-Wong, and the writer and director of the very powerful documentary 2040, Damon Gameau. So the judges have spent a lot of time viewing these team pitch videos, the same videos that you saw, but also diving deep into the project plans for each of the teams and their ventures over the next 12 months, which was no small feat. So we thank them so much for their time and their contribution. We are now going to actually go to some of the judges who will share some of their feedback with the teams. And how we're going to do this is that each judge will share feedback that was collated by the whole judging panel for one team. And at the end of this feedback round, there is no more waiting. Cameron Kerr will be announcing the Hatch Grant winner. So Cam, I'm going to invite you to start the feedback round.
Great. Thanks, Tim. And boy, what an exciting event this has been. I want to congratulate all the teams and your pitches, and the effort that's gone into it is quite incredible. It's a privilege to work with all of you, and of course, led by Danielle, the Hatch team here. The judging panel has a broad range of experience, and boy, that was really applied. There was many deep discussions about it. We used quite a few different approaches for the judging, quantitative methods, qualitative methods, and then really robust debate. And I've got a little bit of a complaint to make. Our contestants were so good, you made it really, really hard. We've got a fabulous judging panel there. They're all very honest and open, and none of them are shy about their opinions. And we had a lot of really healthy debate. But it was really good fun and really, really exciting. Each of us is just going to talk a little bit about one of them, as Tim said. I'll start off with every drop counts. And I think, you know, when you live in the oldest and driest continent on Earth, water is a very precious resource. And we've all been, I think, had our eyes opened with the worst drought on record in the last 200 years, just coming out of that. Let's hope we don't have the short memory that is so often a problem for us humans. And every drop count was really seen as something that really addresses a very, very important issue for us and a worthy project. So congratulations, Sam, on taking on such a big issue. This unique approach really focuses on the consumer level engagement, and I think that's what the judging panel really, really liked. There's an old saying, you know, you get what you measure. And in this case, that's exactly what Sam was working towards. You know, focusing on consumer level engagement in the community. A little bit like we heard tonight with TOMbag. If you think about what you're putting in your rubbish, then, or if you have to see what you're putting in your rubbish, you think about it. And I think Samantha's project, you know, what that really identified was if you're getting information on your water usage, you're going to behave differently. And I think that's really, really important. The technology solution has strong potential to scale quickly, and I think everyone really liked that, to reach a broad range of users. It's a complex task, and there's a lot of partnerships required there, and that's something that we all acknowledged, and we're excited to see the progress in that space and the support from experts in that area as well. We look forward to learning more about how the community will have an opportunity to really drive the development of this initiative. And I think in the end, we just thought it was a really cool idea that we'd like to see come to life. So that's just some of the feedback. Obviously, we'll provide a lot more there. But congratulations, Sam. And I'm going to hand over to Nat now for her feedback. Over to you.
Thanks very much. I think all of your initiatives are fantastic, and I commend you on your commitment to driving environmental change. I'm going to be providing feedback on the Good-Edi edible coffee cup. Catherine and Anya, the panel, was really interested in your initiative and recognised that it would be a really popular in specific markets and areas, particularly the major cities. Or we questioned whether everybody would want to eat their cup. We still think it's a great way to demonstrate that a Good-Edi cup is a better, organic, biodegradable option, more so than regular coffee cups. And also, psychologically knowing that the cup will biodegrade will make people feel better about their takeaway coffee. We know that COVID has brought challenges and may raise concerns for some consumers, and there are details such as the lid to work out. Overall, we think the Good-Edi cup is a great idea to be really popular in the current climate and hopefully convince people not as focused on environmental issues to shift one step closer to positive environmental choices. Thanks so much and well done. I'm going to pass on to Damon now.
Who has unmuted himself. Yeah, huge congratulations to all of the contestants. I guess it was very hard for all of us to even disseminate between all of you, and ideally you'd all get a chunk of money to move forward, especially now. We all know what's going on in a planet sense, that we need this kind of innovation and entrepreneurship, and just to see this kind of thinking and creativity coming through is incredibly positive and fills me with enormous hope. So congratulations to all the teams. I am going to be providing feedback to the PoopLoop team initiative. So the panel did very much enjoy the pitch video and I guess the systemic approach that you're taking to this particular problem. Methane is a massive issue, and in fact we're seeing right around the world you guys are right on point, because there are other towns that are collecting human waste and dog waste now and trying to use it for energy. I even saw a lamp post in the UK where dog owners can put the poo into a lamp and turn a handle, and actually powers that globe. So this sort of circular economy and using all our waste is really starting to kick off right around the world. We all thought that you demonstrated great planning and understanding of the needs of the stakeholders, and just the work that you've already done with the councils so far is really encouraging. And look, it's a no-brainer for councils. So as soon as they catch wind of what you're doing, I can imagine it really taking off. One of the panelists said that they were a dog owner, and anything to make me feel proud to pick up poo would be wonderful. So congratulations there. That's a tick. And we also thought there was lots of potential for not just councils, but even dog shelters down the track as well. There is just so much poo lying around that needs to be collected and used and turned into healthy soil. So huge congratulations. Wish you all the best with it. No matter what happens today, I think it's going to do really well, and look forward to charting your progress. I'm going to throw to Sophia now for her feedback.
Thanks, Damon. And I echo the rest of you. Every innovation was just great, but I'll be providing feedback on TOMbag today. So congratulations to Sasha and Jonathan. TOMbag's progress so far is really exceptional. We agreed that the product is easy to use and very scalable. And in fact, one of the panel was particularly excited by your product and said that as soon as I saw it, I thought, this is a product I want. This is a product I need. So that was a really, really great sign. The panel recognised that this is an important issue to educate the world on. And if you can achieve significant uptake, then there's such a great potential for high impact here. The panel also maybe raised a question about whether some people may want to wash out their bags, and that may be some barrier to adoption that to consider. It's something to think about in the product positioning and how to overcome that. We absolutely love how the brand has been built, and the style aesthetics and the tone that's developed in your social media is really great too. There's great opportunity through your communication channels to further demonstrate the positive impact that your product has as you grow. And this product could make a profound difference, and we wish you all the very best with it. That's all of my comments. I would like to pass to Adam, but I'll just be slow because he... There we go.
Hi, everyone. This is an honour to be involved in this. Well done, everybody. Everybody says judging's tough. You'll be happy to know, or sad to know, that there was a lot of passion, and even after we made a decision, after a few sessions, there was a few passionate emails flying around, putting up alternative points of view. So it really was robust discussion. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Naomi's RePlated, and I start with this quote, I love this in every way. I love the fact that it has multiple levels of engagement with: one, completely design driven for high-end aesthetics. My son loved it as soon as he saw it. Two, if there was a backstory on environmental credentials, Two, it then has a backstory and environmental credentials that made from bottles and so forth. 3, it also has the system that makes it work underneath that as well. So another comment was, this product is beautiful, lovely design, durable. Steve Jobs would be happy with this. And it can also help save the world. I recommend you sell it in really high-end homeware stores. People will buy it for the design, and then they can tell their friends how environmentally aware they are. The system is really interesting. The panel felt that it would need significant scale adoption to drive the change and to make a significant impact. Really impressed with the pitch video, lots of passion, and a very important issue, and obviously one that's very close to your heart. Incredibly valuable initiative. Congratulations. It was much loved. I will now pass on to the big dog, Cameron, to announce the winner.
Oh, maybe I need PoopLoop. Well, look, thank you again to everyone. I think we need a drum roll of somewhat here. But to stop any more suspense, congratulations to everyone. But I'm really delighted to announce that the winner of the $50,000 Hatch Grant Program for 2020 is Good-Edi. Well done.
Yay.
Unbelievable.
Can everybody put their videos on so we can see everyone? That'd be nice.
You deserve it. It's a fantastic situation. Panel chose Good-Edi as the winner because we recognise the opportunity for impact in the market. We know how addicted Australians are to their coffee, and you've created an exciting and viable, environmentally conscious alternative. The team bring really strong and relevant experience, and I think that was really powerful. And they delivered a really comprehensive pitch. We believe the initiative has really significant potential to engage a really broad audience. And I think so many of us were disappointed. One of the things that came out of COVID was reducing the amount of reusable cups. We went back to the disposable cups. And this is another way to deal with that particular issue. So it's really significant, has lots of opportunity to engage very broadly, and is sustainable. Congratulations to the Good-Edi team. Congratulations to all our Hatch submissions tonight. Thank you, Tim, and over to you.
Oh, thank you, Cam. Wow, we have it. We have a winning team. Good-Edi. Congratulations, guys. What an amazing achievement. But I'm sure you all agree, just like I do, everyone's a winner tonight. The evidence of just how much progress they've made throughout this 14-week experience is setting them up for brilliant success. Wow. But as you know, there is another chance for a team to get some special recognition and a bit of cash tonight. So this decision was all down to you. So your People's Choice Award was tallied, and because it was a different choice, not the winner, not Good-Edi, it means it's going outright to the boys from PoopLoop. Congratulations, PoopLoop. You are the People's Choice. It seems everyone, just like me, loved the idea of addressing this huge problem, and the way you presented it, the way you just really represent the passion and enthusiasm that we want to support across this country and across the world to tackle the world's great problems through innovation. So with that, we are getting towards the very end of our beautiful event this evening. I've had an incredible time. I thank everyone for sticking it out. It's not the end though, because we've actually organised a special Zoom room where you can actually dive in and meet the founders, ask the questions, learn more, and of course, share ways that you might be able to support their journey. So basically from the end of this session through to 8 p.m, you can head into that Zoom meeting room. It's a separate link. It'll be in the chat from this conversation. You've also been seeing that link submitted around the shop before today's session. So we would love you to get in there and connect with the teams and offer your support in any way. Just one little technical note. Before this session does close up for this evening, you may get a notification from WebEx. It's just part of the process of leaving the show. So don't be too alarmed if you get this alert popping up there. Don't be alarmed. Look, I've got a great team around me. You can only see me. Maybe we can zoom out for the sake of everyone back there. We've had a great time. It really is a team effort in creating this experience, and that includes you for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and congratulations again to everyone. All done. That's it.